Masters semifinal. The Toronto Leafs and the Saskatchewan Mammoth. Leafs are to our left. And in the white, green, and gold to our, Leafs are to our left. Mammoth to our right in the white, green, and gold. In gold for the Toronto Leafs to our left is Andrew Platt. And for Saskatchewan Mammoth, it is Jay Crossland. Now we are set to go. Three 12-minute periods. Lee Colby forced back into his own end. On him is Perez. Crossland back in his own end. Down the floor. There'll be a flooring call just 25 seconds in. Just getting going. Diodati gets it down into the corner. Perez. Colby's on him, comes to the front of the goal, and that has been dislodged. No trouble getting this one going. 41 seconds in, a couple of whistles. Now we'll get a line change. Bassett around the boards. Picked up over there by Michael Bugg. Bugg for Thompson. That's broken up at the blue line. Danny Roca to Gill. Back to Roca. Still give and go. They try and get it to Roca on this side. He's got it. And taken away. Beatty. Bassett had something going, then lost the handle on the ball and didn't get it in over the blue line. Back comes Stephen Head. Head can't shoot it. Back to the point. Pereira's shot goes over the top of the goal. Montero. Back to Marasco. Save was made by Crossland. Toronto stay on it. Toronto undefeated so far in Masters competition. 3-0 during the preliminaries. They won their quarterfinal earlier today. And there'll be a flooring call against Saskatchewan. Saskatchewan Mammoth went 1-2 in the three preliminary games and then won their quarterfinal earlier. Face off in the Saskatchewan end. Some teams are referred to as Saskatchewan, some Saskatoon, and sometimes I'm having trouble remembering which one is which. This is Saskatchewan. Tabbas. That shot wide of the goal. Taken out by Priestner. Priestner gets it over the blue line. Cardinal following up on it. Up in the air, Priestner couldn't knock it down. Priestner with a shot goes over the top of the goal. Justin D'Entremont, who we just saw coaching the Saskatoon Stingers women's team to their victory over Newfoundland and Labrador United, is out on the floor now for the Mammoth. He played earlier today with the Saskatoon Buffalo as well in their semifinal game of the men's competition. Ended up scoring the eventual winner as we went to a shootout and extra shooters. D'Entremont's goal was the winning one. Bit of a busy day. I believe he also played earlier in the Mammoths quarterfinal win over at Chinook. They defeated Vancouver Falcons by a score of 6-2. So 4 games playing, 1 game coaching. I'd say that's a pretty full day. Goes to the boards. On it is Toth. D'Entremont has it. D'Entremont turns, shoots, kicked away. Good save by Platt. Brock Harrison, I think, is also playing in his 4th game of the day, if I'm not mistaken, out there now, playing both Masters and Men's A. Both those teams had 2 games each today. Long shot in. Crossland has a look around. He's got it. Faceoff goes into the corner, thrown around the boards. Michael Bugg gets it out. Bassett trying to race onto it. Getting back is Perez. Down the floor it goes. Beatty has it. To Thompson. Joel Thompson. Through the middle. That's cleared back towards the blue line. Toronto will turn and go. It's Perez. Into the slot. A shot by Avocado. Acevedo. Somewhere in the neighborhood of 450 names in the tournament. Avocado was not one of them. Perez. That shot went off Bassett. He'll roll down to Platt. He's going to cover it with Michael Bugg right there on his doorstep. Face-off will be just outside the blue line. Played in, going after it, Stefiuk. Stefiuk back behind the goal. Mike Gannon. Gannon pushed to the boards by Head. Gannon, a big man, 2 Toronto players in there. Down the floor it goes. Montero. Shot scores. 1-0 Toronto. Just shoots it from inside the blue line. Bit of traffic in front. Crossland didn't see it cleanly, and it's 1-0 for the Leafs. D'Entremont to Harrison. Harrison forced out. He's got to go all the way back. Tabbas is all over him. Harrison goes down, and that's going to be a penalty to Tabbas of Toronto. Down 1-0. Saskatchewan about to go on the power play. 2 minutes for tripping. D'Entremont against Roche in the face-off circle, controlled by Saskatchewan. Bernhardt. That shot stopped by Platt. Montero making it 1-0 Toronto a moment ago. And we have an issue with the score clock, I believe. Something that was spotted by the Saskatchewan bench. Referee has gone over to check it out. Right now it's showing 5:09 to go in the period, 1:35 to go in the power play. Clock kept running, I believe. Ran for about 8 seconds, so the timekeeper's just going to hold the time for 8 seconds to make up for that, rather than actually reset the clock. And the clock started going right away. So we're going to have to deal with this. Did the referee say he'll hold it for 8 seconds as soon as the ball was dropped? Now still running. May have to try it on the next whistle if we get one. That's the problem. If we don't get a whistle, how do you fix it? D'Entremont sent flying. His stick went flying even further. Roach goes down and gets it. Diodati. Shot in on goal. Crossland has it. Still on the power play. Brought in and poked into the corner. Roca. Montero Got Tremblett with him. Tremblett short-handed, shoots. Stride short side, just missed. They'll keep him in the penalty box for an extra 8 seconds. I'm not really sure how they're going to do this because time is going to run out. It's cleared down the floor. Well, they're just going to ignore it. Play on. Down the floor. That could have been played. Marasco. Up to Toth. Brought in by Wilson. Toronto with it along the board. Shot comes in wide of the goal. Picked up back there by Lee Colby. Kept in by Head. Just momentarily now it goes down the floor. Marasco goes back to get it. They'll ring it around the boards. Chris Monaghan up at center. Get it in. Ball goes high in the air. Rossland's got that and holds on. Azevedo got it behind the goal. Perez steps around Thompson. Perez takes it in behind the goal, goes down, and the net has come off. And they're going to bring the face-off outside the blue line. Bernhardt to the side of the goal. Toronto will slow it down. Play it back behind their goal. Up at center, Azevedo. Pereira looking for Perez. Perez in the corner. Try and get it back to D'Entremont. That comes out and down the floor. One minute to go in the first period. 1-0 Toronto leading this. Going to bring the face-off all the way down. All the way back into the Saskatoon end. 50.8 seconds to go. Shot scores! Pereira from the face-off. Goal late in the first period puts Toronto up 2-0. right from the face-off here. Perrer is the trigger man there on your left. The high slot, or the low. Actually, he was in the one in front. And just a clean face-off win. And in the back of the goal. It's tipped in front of the goal. Bug goes high. 27 seconds to go. They score! Quick response. Saskatchewan, they needed that. Giving up that late goal, they get one right back. And back to the point. Beatty's shot is stopped. And then the rebound is poked home. 2-1. Big time goal for Saskatchewan. "16 seconds left to go. Get time for another one. Weens threw it to the near boards. Time will run out in the first period. Entertaining one. All right, we've got a 2-minute break coming up. 2-1. Toronto leading Saskatchewan. All right, you're watching the 2022 National Ball Hockey Championships from Hamilton, Ontario. Back in 2 minutes, everyone. Just underway here in the second period. A chance for Saskatchewan. It was going to be offside, though. So the faceoff comes outside the blue line. 2 minutes between periods is not a lot of time, if you know what I mean. Bounces down to Crossland. He'll hold on to it. Each team scoring in the final minute of the first period. Roach against D'Entremont. D'Entremont wins it. Back behind the goal. Bernhardt is looking to get it to D'Entremont. D'Entremont in the backhand scores. Justin D'Entremont. It's a guy with a nose for the net right there. Bernhardt brings it down, stops. D'Entremont couldn't get it, then slips inside. Backhand over the blocker. We are tied. So back-to-back goals. Late in the first, early in the second. And Saskatchewan has tied the game. And now they're going to have to kill off a penalty. Tripping against Weslowski of Saskatchewan. Pereira. Montero back to Pereira. Shot off the boards. Couple of whacks at it. Stays out. Goaltender's down. Finally gets back up. Crossland. Porter. Pereira to go back to Porter. Down low. Back to Porter. Pereira. Porter one-timer. Hit the outside of the goal. Saskatchewan get to it and send it down the floor. Michael Bugg got to it. Porter at the blue line. That's broken up. Sent down the floor again. .50 seconds to go in the power play. Pereira will just shoot it in. Wide of the goal. Crossland will jump on it to get a face-off in the Saskatchewan end. Ball goes up in the air. Settle down. Azevedo. There's going to be an interference call. Brock Harrison stick ends up down inside the Toronto blue line. John Diodati will head to the penalty box. Well, it's 4-on-4 for 34 seconds, and then Saskatchewan will have the power play. All else being equal. No trouble getting this face-off underway. Now they do. Bugg got a stick on it, but it's cleared down the floor. Colby will go back to get it. Lee Colby. That pass missed. Azevedo. Toronto send it down the floor. Power play now on for Saskatchewan. Brock Harrison. For D'Entremont. D'Entremont breaks in. D'Entremont scores! Oh, Justin D'Entremont. Beats his man at the blue line, holds, and didn't think there was room. I thought he'd run out of room. He knew better. And it's 3-2. Timeout's been called by Toronto. They've given up 3 straight. They led it 2-0. Less than a minute to go in the first. They now trail 3-2. 8:47 to go, second period. Toronto goaltender is in distress. And they're going to call for help right away. All of a sudden I see everybody running down that end. Andrew Platt is down on the floor. He went down in a hurry. They're going to call for immediate medical assistance. The trainers come out. Everything was down to the left, and all of a sudden, Platt started coming out of his net and went down to his knees and fell. Now he's lying on the floor. They're going to try and keep him there till medical assistance arrives. First one I saw was Brock Harrison running in that direction. Then everybody came running, and we looked down there, and Platt was They've asked for ice. They've asked for some Gatorade. Training staff, medical personnel are attending to the goaltender. Really nothing to update you on, folks. Nothing has changed. Andrew Platt is still lying on the floor. Well, they've got him now to a sitting position. fanning him with a towel. Again, nothing else to report right now. The situation hasn't changed much in the last few minutes. He is sitting up there and take his jersey off. Not speculating, but I know a few years ago when we were in Montreal, saw a goaltender collapse. It was heat exhaustion. I don't know if that's the case here, but I remember back in Montreal they were a long time getting the goalie up off the floor. It's tough in the summer. They're wearing all that gear, the full gear that a ice hockey goalie would wear, and it's quite warm down on the floor. Not as bad here as it was in Montreal that year. We had humidexes in the 40s. But he is sitting up. They're fanning him. He's got his jersey off. Looks like they are trying to cool him off, which is just what sort of reminds me of what happened a few years ago. Still sitting up, talking to medical people. There's 4 or 5 medical personnel there, trainers and first aid people. All right, Andrew is now standing. You can hear the applause. And they are going to assist him out the gate that's behind the goal for further assessment. So he has now left this playing surface and is headed to the dressing room. And whether or not it goes beyond that, we don't know. Depends on what the assessment brings when they get him there. But he is up and walking. Aaron Camposano, the backup goaltender, is now down in the goal. So I suspect we'll be getting underway again in a matter of a minute or two. See the players are coming back to the center face-off circle, getting ready to restart the game. Ready to go? We certainly hope Andrew Platt is okay. We wish him all the best. Just trying to get the time right on the clock. .847 is what they put up there. And we are set to get underway again. Oh, and Campusano. Right out of the gate, his first chance is a brilliant save off of Bernhardt. Wow, sitting there, standing there all that time, and suddenly forced to come into the game under those circumstances and make that save. The ball hit the rafter here at the Andreychuk. It'll come outside the blue line. Three to 2, Saskatchewan leading Toronto here in the second period, this Masters semifinal. The winner goes to the gold medal game tomorrow. The loser will play for bronze in the morning. It's poked towards the goal, and Crossland's got it. Montero faked the shot. Now he'll shoot it. Bug got in the way of that. Pereira doesn't shoot, passes it in front. Porter turns, gets a shot. Crossland makes the save. Off the end boards. Azevedo brings it up along the boards. Tried to cycle it back down low. That comes out. Bug racing onto it. Bug is very quick. Takes it in around behind the goal. Michael Bug having a look around. Takes it into the corner. Works it up along the boards. Beatty with a shot that goes wide and comes off the end boards, and Campusano's got that. Toronto will move it out. They'll get it to center, shoot it in. Crossland holds it up there for Weslowski. Weslowski off the boards, down the floor, and it'll be a face-off back in the Saskatchewan end. We're down to 6:56 to go here in the second period. 3-2 lead for Saskatchewan. Again, Toronto had led this 2-0. Late in the first period, they scored in the final minute of that first period to go up 2-0, and seconds later, Saskatchewan scored 2-1, and then they've scored twice here in the second. Kept in. Bernhardt. Got Harrison running. D'Entremont's back. Down to Harrison. Save made by Campusano, and the ball is cleared into the mesh. Crossland from the point. Shot doesn't get through. Monaghan over the blue line. Stops up. Pass it back. Shot blocked by Crossland. Toronto will keep it in. Here's Monaghan. Shot. Another save by Crossland. This one he's got no rebound. Saskatchewan high in the air, down the floor. Bug's going to try and catch up to it. He does. To Thompson. Thompson in the corner. Working it back up. Threw it towards the goal. Kicked away by Campusano. Try the long pass up to Pereira. He's got it. They go down into the corner to get it. Pereira around the boards. Back at the point. Montero with a shot that goes up and out of play. 5:20 to go. Here in the second period, a one-goal game. Masters quarterfinal. Sorry, semifinal. This is semifinal Friday. Quarterfinals were earlier today. We've still got one more game to go after this one, folks. It'll be the men's semifinal. Finally, they dropped the ball. Just so that they can do it again. Clean face-off win for Toronto. Montero getting out on him quickly was Cardinal. The ball goes out of play. Saskatchewan will make a change. D'Entremont and Harrison come on. Really having trouble getting this face-off done. Bernhardt moved early that time. Harrison will come in to take it. Harrison along the boards. Flips it high in the air. Gill could knock it down. Montero to Pereira. Over the other side, Porter with a hard shot, just missed. Bernhardt catching up to it. Campusano kept it out. I'll go down the floor. And that's going to be a flooring call against Toronto. Great speed that time down the left side. Justin Bernhardt caught up to the ball and got away a pretty good shot. Campusano with another big save. He's done well since coming in for Andrew Platt, who had to leave the game earlier in this period. Clean face-off win, they score. Bassett. So many goals come off plays exactly like that. How many times today have we seen that? Well, let's look at it again. Right from the face-off. You see Bassett there in the slot. Ball comes to him, just turns, fires it. Boom! Celebration is on. Suddenly the Leafs are in a little bit of a pickle here. They've won all their games up till now. Now they're trailing by 2. Thompson couldn't catch up to it. They get it ahead to Conte. Conte's shot went off a leg. Colby here on the near boards. Chip down, racing for it. Bug. And Marasco. Bug comes up with it. Bug still with it behind the Toronto goal. Holding off the defender. And we get a couple of guys pushing and shoving in front, and I think the referee may send them both. Whistle went. Nope. Just stepped in between them after the whistle went. .333 to go, second period, 4-2. 4 straight goals by the Saskatchewan Mammoth. Another face-off win and another good scoring chance for Saskatchewan. Shot in by Monaghan. Croston leaves it back there behind the goal. Comes up off the boards. Picked up by McDonough. Looking for Cardinal. They're saying he did not get to center before attempting that pass, so it will be a face-off back in the Saskatchewan end. Montero with a shot. That didn't miss by a whole lot. Now he's got to come back and try and hold it in. He does. Pereira slides it in behind the goal. Bernhardt looking for Harrison, and Just like that last play, fails to connect, and it will be another face-off back in the Saskatchewan end. Taking forever to get these face-offs done. Gill back to get it. Toronto up the floor. Montero in over the blue line. Offside. Tremlett gets back for Toronto, comes away with the ball, gets it up at center. Azevedo lost it. Bassett, one-on-one. Thompson following up on it. Bassett heads for the front of the goal, couldn't get a stick on it. Marasco to Perez. Perez cutting in. Perez with a shot. One off of Colby into the corner. Marasco will hold it in. Along the boards. In front, Bassett has it. Bassett will turn. Well, he had a stick tied up. Bassett still working hard. Gets it out over center. Cardinal. He's got Steffiuk with him. To Steffiuk. Pass was in behind him. That'll allow Toronto to go the other way. Minute and a half to go in the period. Perez. Knocked down. Cardinal. Got it in over the blue line. Finds Bernhardt. Bernhardt with a shot. Save is made. Saskatchewan player was down at the side of the goal. Gets up, looks at the referee. No call. Roach behind the goal. Got it out in front. Scrambly right now. Diodati. Conte, shot wide. Harrison has it. Into the final minute. Harrison gets to center, doesn't shoot it in. Goes the other side. Looks to get the return pass. It comes this side to D'Entremont. Back at the point, picked off. Toronto will head up the floor. Shot in by D'Ambrosio. Beattie behind the goal. 20 seconds to go in the period. Harrison. Holding it, 9 seconds. Shoots it in wide of the goal. That'll do it. As the ball comes towards the goal, the buzzer goes. A good period for the Saskatchewan Mammoth. They score 3 goals and lead it now by a score of 4-2. These are the 2022 Canada Ball Hockey National Championships. We are in the Dave Andreychuk Mountain Arena in Hamilton, Ontario. Back in 2 minutes. 4-2, Saskatchewan Mammoth leading Toronto Leafs heading into the third period. This Masters semifinal game. Toronto have played 4 games to this point. They have won all 4. They won 3 of their preliminary games, their round robin games. They won their quarterfinal. They were certainly one of the favorites to win this. Now they're going to need to mount a comeback. D'Entremont out at center. That's knocked down. Brought in by Head. Stephen Head back at the point. Shot over the top of the goal. D'Entremont trying to get to it. Kept in by Azevedo. His shot right on goal. And it goes out of play. Azevedo gets to the blue line, shoots it. I think that hit a player in front, didn't get through to Crossland. The ball moves so fast. Be kept in by Azevedo. D'Ambrosio to the side of the goal, and Crossland's got it and holds on. Long day for these players. They've all played at least 2 games. Some have played more, those doing double duty, playing Masters and Men's A. And there are a handful of those guys playing this week in both. He's getting both players. And both claiming they didn't do it. It was the other guy. It appears the extra penalty is going to Saskatchewan, however, as they're sending a second man into the box, so 2 minutes goes up on the board for Saskatchewan. A power play for Toronto after all that. Pereira. Porter, back to Pereira. Montero. Porter. Pereira up high, the ball goes up in the air, jump ball there, goes to the boards. Play on. Over the other side, unable to handle it, Montero. He's got it now, top of the circle. Tried to give it back to Pereira, and that pass was an errant one and sends Pereira all the way back into his own end. Now the referee down to our right is calling another penalty. Tremblett. Body checking. That'll even things up. We'll play 4-on-4. Harrison against Porter. The ball comes back to the point. Shot in wide of the goal. Montero will pick it up off the boards over on the left side. Cross-4 pass to Stephen Head. Head gets it in over the blue line. Weslowski in behind the goal. Swept out towards center, kept in. Now Harrison has it. Harrison to D'Entremont. D'Entremont turning on the speed, gets to the side of the goal, it goes behind the goal. D'Entremont digging hard in the corner. Comes away with it against Montero. Tried to pass it back to the point, gets past Colby. Colby's got to go all the way back in his own end to retrieve it. Still 4-on-4. Harrison. Back to Crossland. Crossland gets it back. Harrison tried to knock it down on that high pass. Gill gets it up to Azevedo. Watched by Colby. Gill outside the blue line. Gill turns, shoots off the stick of D'Entremont wide. Kept in by Montero. Harrison has it. Power play now for Saskatchewan to get it to D'Entremont. Scores! They're saying it's a good goal. Just coming out of the penalty box, setting up the 5-on-4. They get it to D'Entremont. He goes in, and it's actually, and the referee gets it, it's actually the Toronto defender who hits the ball and puts it in behind the goaltender as he slid in. D'Entremont was stopped, the ball was loose, and it was the defender sliding towards the goal that put it in. 5-2. I also heard the referee say that's what happened. That's the other reason I know. They started to complain. He said, no, it was the Toronto guy put it in. Thompson with a shot. Now a big hole for the Leafs. Cardinal intercepted it at the blue line. Brings it back down. Behind for Thompson. Steffiuk is there. Taken away by the Leafs. D'Entremont, his third of the game. He gets credit for that. Last one to touch it. Cardinal clear it in. Under 7 to play. Porter trying to get it out, get something going here for the Leafs. Azevedo to Porter, back to Porter. Harrison will bring it out. Harrison can get around Gill. Harrison drops it back. D'Entremont stepped into that, put it over the top of the goal. Harrison scores! Behind the goal, it comes out to Harrison. Just picks that top corner. Six to 2. Under 6 to play. Head gets it out in front, bouncing ball, goes back into the corner. Head has got it back at the point. That's going to miss Marasco, and he's got to come back to get it. Shot on goal, Crossland. Thompson over for Bassett. That didn't work. Azevedo. He lost it at center. Cardinal just plays it down in deep. Stefiuk. Cardinal had the ball jump over his stick out at center. Toronto will pick it up. Pereira to Tremlett. Tremlett's got it back. Cardinal will send it back down the floor again. 4.5 to play. Pereira to Porter. Again, sent out. Azevedo to Porter. He'll head to the bench. Diodati. Picked off by Harrison. Up ahead, Bernhardt's got a breakaway. Bernhardt stopped by Campusano. Good glove save. Down to 3:50 to go, 4-goal lead. One more game to go. Men's A semifinal. Saskatoon Buffalo, new Tecumseth Extreme. Another save by Campusano. Another face-off win, another save by Campusano, and he holds on to it. Gammon with the opportunity that time. Gammon with another shot. It'll be kept in, but the whistle goes. Face-off will come outside the blue line. .337 left to go here in the third period. In behind the goal. It's played down into the Saskatchewan end. Gammon gets it down deep again. Diodati behind his goal. To Head. Pereira knocked off his stick. Just nothing Toronto can get going right now. They can't get any possession down in the Saskatchewan end to try and generate any kind of offense. Now they get a chance. Pereira to the front of the goal. Save made by Crossland. Rebound is stopped. Azevedo. Ball goes up in the air. Roach. Turning off the boards. Getting in good shooting position, but had his stick tied up. And back comes Saskatchewan. Good defensive play by Bernhardt. Didn't allow Roach to shoot it. Bassett will just roll it on in. Time's running out on the Toronto Leafs. Campusano comes out to play it to the boards. Thompson's on it. Thompson right in front. Good chance there for Bassett. Inside 2 minutes now. That's broken up by Weens. Conte will go to the penalty box for Toronto. So it'll be a power play for Saskatchewan as we wind this one down. Gammon. Back pass. Inside a minute now. Holding. He said holding the stick will be the call against Mike Gammon. Face-off will go back into the Saskatchewan end. 52.1 seconds left to go. Go down the floor. It's 4-on-4 right now. 38 seconds left to go. Saskatchewan will move on and they will play for the gold tomorrow. Toronto to settle, try and bring home a bronze. Don't know what's happening the other arena right now. Newfoundland Labrador are playing Calgary. The winner of that will play Saskatchewan. The loser will play Toronto. Roach on the boards, 4 seconds to go. Shot goes in, wide of the goal, and it is over. Back-to-back upsets in our first two semifinals. Saskatoon defeated Newfoundland and Labrador in the women's, and Saskatchewan defeat Toronto here in the Masters. Up next, we've got one more for you. And again, it will be another team from Saskatchewan. The Buffalo taking on New Tecumseh Extreme. Can they make it a clean sweep in the semifinals here at Dave Andreychuk this evening? You will find out very shortly. Just take a minute before we are ready to leave here. A couple of housekeeping things to do. I should have taken care of before the end of this game, but that's okay. We'll get it done. I was saying this would have been the fourth game for Harrison and D'Entremont. Actually, their fourth game is coming up next. Saskatoon Buffalo versus New Tecumseth Extreme. All right, now we're ready to step aside. We'll be back with our final game in about 5 or 6 minutes from now. We invite you to come back and join us in Men's A. are back out again. They just played. And we welcome you back inside the Dave Andreychuk Mountain Arena. Final game of the day. Men's A semi-final. A game between New Tecumseh Extreme and the Saskatoon Buffalo. New Tech went undefeated in the preliminary rounds, 4-0. They then defeated the Ottawa Godfathers this afternoon in a very close game in their quarterfinal, 2-1. They beat the Godfathers, and for the Buffalo, if you were watching earlier here at Dave Andreychuk, they defeated the New Brunswick Mooseheads 5-4 in a game that went to overtime, went to a shootout, went to extra shooters. Now they'll meet in the semifinal tonight. Time now for the anthem. Just having a look at the game played a moment ago over at Shadok. Mr. Lube Newfoundland Labrador Masters defeated the Calgary Mustangs by a score of 2-0, so they will take on the Saskatchewan Mammoth in the gold medal game tomorrow. And it will be Calgary versus the Leafs, Toronto Leafs, in the bronze medal game. We're underway in this one. New Tech down to our left in the white and black. Saskatoon in the green and gold. Goes down the floor. We get a quick flooring call. In goal for New Tech, Stephen Santaguida. Isaac LaBelle in goal for Saskatoon. Earlier today in the quarterfinal, Brandon Schott started the game, injured himself in the shootout. Here's Chance, scores! Quick goal. New Tech. Finish that thought on Brandon Schatz in just a moment. And that was Kelly. Let's take a look. pass comes out. No, it comes back to Kelly. Kelly gets a pass to goaltender. Good passing. One to nothing early for New Tech. Anyway, I was talking about Brandon Schott started the game. They went to overtime. They went to a shootout. I think it was after the third shooter. He stretched out, pulled something, had to come out of the game. Isaac LaBelle had to come in and replace him in the middle of the shootout. And they ended up winning. LaBelle starts tonight. I assume Schott still not feeling 100%. Ball goes out of play over in the far side. Faceoff will be back in the New Tech end. Delzato had his pocket picked. Burkett, shot, save made by LaBelle. Shot in by Nixon. Went up high, stayed in play though. Navrat to the boards. Stopped. Kept in by Duggan. That came to the front of the goal. LaBelle had to make the save. Pasternak. Can't get it any further than center. Brought back in. Duggan with a shot. Hit somebody in front of the goal. Goes up into the air and you hear the ding. Means it hit the rafters here at the Dave Andreychuk Mountain Arena. Maialino couldn't get a shot through. It's been all New Tech early. Can bring it in. It's onside. Racing in there, Laframboise. The point shot goes up, out of play. New Tech bring it out, get it to center, shoot it in. Back there first is Keller for Saskatoon, coming in to help out Anderson. Anderson's got it. Gets the return pass. Anderson ran into Cam Nickel. Sent back in. Anderson at center, working hard. Gets it one hand up ahead to Fear. He lost it. Nixon. It's just 14 bracket, not 44. And Saskatoon will settle it behind the goal. In men's A, so we play 15-minute periods. Senger behind the goal, can't get it out in front. Comes free to Newtek, flipped up the floor. Vallela trying to run onto it, getting back first though was Del Zotto. Peters to the boards. Vallela played it back. This is Nixon, 44. That goes up into the mesh. Played just under 5 minutes in this semifinal game, 1-0 for Newtek. Comes right out in front of the goal off that strange bounce off the boards. Shot comes in, save made by Santaguida. Physical play out there right now. Livingston gets it in over the blue line. That pass was off the mark, and back comes Christian Magnus. Santaguida rings it around the boards. Swept down the floor by Wiley Burkett, and then he'll head to the bench. Xavier LaBelle. Nixon back to pick it up for Newtek. Takes it behind his goal. Long stretch of play here. Nixon up the floor looking for the breakaway pass. They get it. Shot save made by LaBelle. They found Christian York with that long pass. Newtek looking for that second one. Turned over inside the blue line. Back they come. Scores! Davidson brought it up the floor. And we're tied. Just get the tail end of that, unfortunately, folks. Late getting to the replay. Tied at 1. Face-off win for Saskatoon. They'll get it to center, shoot it in. That was Pasternak. Laframboise tried to get it out in front. Played back by Kelly. Kelly for New Tech. Kelly lost it. Laframboise along the boards. Peters back at the point. Federico kept it in. Anderson was the goal scorer for Saskatoon. He was one of the heroes for Saskatoon this afternoon, scoring with 1.7 seconds left to go in regulation time to send that game to overtime, which they eventually won in a shootout. Standing on the shot was Kalela. Harrison to D'Entremont. They just finished playing in the Masters semifinal. Now they're back on the floor again. Harrison with a shot over the top of the goal. D'Entremont falling. Magnus steals it to the side of the goal. D'Entremont with a backhand. That's kept out by Santaguido. And Nickel turning, bringing it up the floor. Nickel for New Tech. Gets in over the line, drops it back. Mayalino. Back at the point. Nixon with a hard shot. Good blocker save made by LaBelle. That'll go up into the ceiling. Navrat wins the faceoff back behind his goal. That was touched. Nixon going back there first. Navrat, the 244s. Nixon comes away with it. That's picked off. Davidson. Defenseman sliding out. Blocked that. That was Nixon. Didn't get to the goal. So broad shot goes over the top of the goal. He'll go chase it down over on the far boards. Back behind the goal to Navrat. Navrat. Holding it. Turning, shooting it, putting it wide. Kalela and Lamontagne go to the boards. Pasternak's shot was stopped by Santaguida, and then it's put up into the mesh. 4:18 to go. First period, we are tied at 1. National men's semifinal. A timeout. 4:18 to go in the first period. New Tech call the timeout. We'll be right back. All right, timeout is over. Right on goal from the boards, and Santa Guida closes the pads and keeps it out. Swing and a miss back at the blue line by Keller. Livingston gets it ahead. That's Ryan Salos over on their left side. He lost it and bring it out. Get it in front. Shot. Big save by Santa Guida. Under 3.5 to go. Back to Pasternak. Go down the floor. Anderson's on it first. Anderson is in there. Working against Patiglio. Peters. Back down to Fear. Comes to the near boards. Del Zotto is on it. Del Zotto. He lost it. Put to the boards. Nutek with a chance to move it out. Only as far as center, turned back there. But then the errant pass will bring the faceoff back into the Saskatoon end. 2:49 left to go, opening period. Shot it on goal. Santa Guida directs it into the end boards. Scores! Saskatoon has taken the lead. It goes down into the corner. That's Brody Sanger in there first. Gets it to the top of the circle. Just a quick shot. Beats Santa Guida. And it is 2-1. Kelly. Shot over the top of the goal. Played in by Nixon. Kelly's got it again. Kelly, the shot penalty coming up to D'Entremont. Delayed penalty. Back to the point. They've got the goalie out. They've got the extra attacker out there now. Nixon. Mayalino. Colela. Back to Mayalino. And it's touched up. Evan Peters with that second goal for Saskatoon. Clock still running. We've had issues with that a fair bit. Still going. Tickety, tickety, tickety. It's happened a number of times this evening. It's been a long day for everybody. Down here at the arena about 7:30 this morning. Walked over from the hotel again. Beautiful walk. We did have a break of about 2 hours this afternoon, late this afternoon, between the last quarterfinal game and the start of the semifinals, but still a long day, and some people have been here pretty much all day doing all the games, including our timekeeper, so we cut him some slack. Kolela. Nixon, shot wide. Doherty. Nixon. Kolela. Doherty. Still they don't shoot it. Nixon shoots it. Came off the end boards. Doherty has it again. 5-on-3. Another penalty was called against Saskatoon. Kolela with a shot. Save made by LaBelle. Still 1:14 to go in the first penalty. A long 5-on-3 here for NewTek. Doherty. Kelly. Doherty, another shot. That's kept out. Nixon. Kolela. That's picked off and sent down the floor. Folks, they've got 2 penalties on the board. There is only 1 penalty. Put the second one up to deal with the time. So we're all confused now. It is 5-on-4. Shot scores. Looked up the clock, just saw 2 penalties put up there, but one has to do with trying to fix the time. It is getting late. Two. Ball goes out of play, up into the mesh. Buzzer goes. We will regroup and come back for period number 2 with the score tied at 2. Players are anxious to get this one going. Still 30 seconds left to go in the intermission clock, and they're all lined up, ready to go. Mauricio Kolela with the tying goal for NewTek towards the end of the period on the power play. I grabbed a little cold drink. Let's get refocused. Got 2 periods to go. Five on 5 to start the second period. Kolela. It's back to Nixon. Nixon driving it into the corner. Pasternak's watching him. It'll come around to the near boards. Anderson gets her. Unable to hold it in was Burkett. The shot comes towards the goal. It scores! Just a pile of people in front of the goaltender. He stopped the first shot, didn't cover it, and 30 seconds into the second, Saskatoon back in the lead. And there's the shot. Looks like he's got it stopped. I don't think anybody else touched it. I think it just trickled behind him. It looked like he had it, but didn't really. The ball fell in behind. Buffalo back 3-2. Up at center. Brought in York. Mayalino shot stopped by Abel, and then they score. York. Wow. Christian York ties it up again. York brings it in, drops it back to Mayalino. His shot is stopped, and from an almost impossible angle, Christian York ties it. Three. Davidson. Peters got the last Saskatoon goal. And another one they get. This one. Logan Burgess, number 23, cutting in front, tipped it in. Last shot wins. Burgess cruising through the crease, tipped it home. I believe the pass came from Ryan Sallows, number 91. 4-3. Can't keep up with the replays. Ball goes out of play. Laframboise shot off the stick of Livingston out of play. We've only played 1:26 here in the third period. We've had 3 goals. Second period. And that goes up into the ceiling. Nickel ahead. Burkett. saying Burgess got the assist on the goal, but it was Burgess who tipped it in front. Nickel drops it off for York. York trying to get around the outside of Pasternak, takes it around behind the goal. Fair. He and Nickel go down. Kalelo. Kalela on the boards. Mayalino, shot. This one is got by LaBelle. Saskatoon up the floor to Navrat. Couldn't handle the pass. Mayalino, they tried to get him the return pass. Over the other side, Nixon. Navrat is going to get a penalty. Nutek on the power play. Nixon, Mayalino, Kalela, Kelly, back to Mayalino, Nixon, through the crease it goes, Kalela, Mayalino in front, York couldn't get a stick on it, Kalela, to Mayalino. Nixon. Hard shot by Kalela, save made by LaBelle, they can't clear it. Mayalino. Got it down to Kelly, knocked off his stick. Davidson battling hard in there. Kelly's got it. Kelly to Nixon. Back to Mayalino. Nixon can't one time it. Pass was in his feet. Down to Kelly. Again through the crease. York. Mayalino. Nixon one times this one. Goes wide. They've gone off fair. Mayalino with a shot. That's wide. They go in behind the net looking for it. 30 seconds. 30 seconds to go in the power play. Nixon. Mayalino. Doesn't shoot it. York will shoot it. Save made by LaBelle. Face-off stays inside the Saskatoon end. Nickel to take the face-off for Nutek. He wins it back at the point. Go down low. Mayalino, shot stopped. and cleared. Just 5 seconds to go in the power play. Dockery clears it in, goes in to chase it. He'll come out and go all the way down the floor. Played by NewTek, so no flooring. Collision behind the goal. Sanger and the goaltender. Sanger went down. Ball stays in play over by the far boards. Pasternak takes his guy to the boards. Shot saved by LaBelle. Pasternak off the boards. Peters trying to get it out. It's kept in. Pasternak has it again. He'll play it back behind his goal. Fedorko gets it to center, no further. Kept in. Burkett lost it. Livingston going back. Peters chasing after it. It'll be offside. Nope, ball came out, so no offside. If you touch it inside the blue line, it would have been. Sallows. Colton Burgess. Pasternak has it. Hand pass, face off, come outside the blue line. Trying to chase it down, Justin Maialino. LaBelle shoots it in. Kept it onside. Harrison knocked down, gets up again. D'Entremont in behind the goal. One hands it out in front, taken away there. The center shot in and out of play by Tanner Docherty. Excuse me. Reached the halfway point of this game, at least in regulation, 7:29 left in the second. Burkett trying to get it back towards center. Big collision there. Ball will come out of play. Nixon shot off the glass in the corner. Burkett was following up on it. Came in front, cleared out. Flip pass, Davidson will run onto it. Davidson. Taken away, NewTek has it. Inside the blue line, going back to get it is Nixon for NewTek. Back behind his goal. Played in by Jack Burkett. Pasternak has it. Back behind his goal, Del Zotto. On him in a hurry was Caden Marr. Burkett way too high. Taken by Duggan. Duggan along the boards. It's back out to Livingston. Livingston sends it back in. Fear fighting for it, and the ball comes out towards center, on a little further. Anderson tried to play it back for Fear, taken by Marr. Marr down into the corner. They'll drop it back. Kelly allowed to walk in. A shot save made by LaBelle. Ball is still loose there. Kelly in the corner. Kelly being watched by Lance Lamontagne. Kelly still with it. Finally, Saskatoon come up with it. Lamontagne in the corner with Burgess. Logan Burgess. Peters running onto it. Peters has a chance getting back and taking it away was Jacob Duggan. Sallows lost it. Back to Sallows. That's intercepted. Nice play there by Kelly. He'll shoot it in. Head to the bench. Shot in wide. Burkett to the side of the goal it comes. It'll be cleared up into the mesh. .356 left to go in the second. 4-3 New Tech leading Saskatoon. Del Zotto. A little bit too far for Christian Magnus. Magnus with a shot over the top of the goal. New Tech up high. Shot, save made. Rebound is there. Mayalino had a chance. Mayalino's got it. Back at the point. Back to Mayalino. Nickel. Mayalino. To York. York in there looking for it again. Nickel takes it to the boards. Magnus chips it. Doesn't get out. Kept in by Nixon. Now it'll come out. There's Del Zotto. Breakout pass. Magnus shoots, scores! We're tied. Christian Magnus. Just nobody over there at all for New Tech. Can't get much more open than that, and he buries it over the right shoulder of the goaltender. Tied again. Goal comes with 2:32 left to go. Second period. Pasternak plays it into the corner. Federico back to Pasternak. Up to Keller. Navrat shoots it in. Ball goes up into the mesh. Under 2 minutes to play here in the second. pair will take the face-off against Sallows. Bring it in, a shot save made by Santa Guida. Penalty being called against Saskatoon. Roughing. Comes with 1:25 left to go in the second. Josh Laframboise gone to the penalty box. Power play for New Tech here late in the second. This is Nixon. Mayalino. Kolela. Mayalino put it towards the goal, looking for a rebound. They get one. No, they're going to wave it off. Appear to be a crease violation. Player was standing in the crease as the ball came off the backboard. Mayalino doesn't shoot it. Final minute here in the second. Passing the feet of Nixon. Come back to Nixon, Mayalino. Nixon, York. Nixon, Mayalino. Shot was stopped by Pasternak. Back to Mayalino. Kalela. Into the corner to York, back to Kalela. Mayalino can't shoot it. Bad pass for Nixon. Pasternak. Try and hold it against the boards. 15 seconds to go in the period. Back to Mayalino. Shot blocked by Navrot, and he gets a big hand from his teammates. Ball goes out of play. 7.6 seconds left. Both teams will make changes for Saskatoon. It'll be wholesale change. For New Tech, just the one. Nixon with a shot as they won the faceoff. Ball will come out at center and the buzzer will go. We'll end the second period. Still tied, 4-4. 35 seconds left to go in the power play for New Tech when we come back to start the third 2 minutes from now. We're underway in the third period. New Tech still on the power play. 27 seconds left to go in their man advantage. Here's Mayalino. Nixon. York. That shot goes to the corner. Mayalino. One-timers. Save was made. Kolela got away a good shot and is cleared down the floor, and that's going to do it. Penalty's over. Kelly. York. Shot missed wide. Picked up by Laframboise. Backhand by Peters goes wide. Ball is still loose, but the net has been moved. A little break. We need to get the goalie some water down in the Saskatoon net. Get the water bottle replenished. Livingston around the boards. Kelly backhands it out. Senger sends it back in. Peters looking for it. Right on goal. Bobbled, juggled, but held by Santa Guida. New Tech get it down the floor, right on goal, cleared to the boards by LaBelle. Monahan being pestered behind the goal. Comes out. Wiley Burkett. Shot on goal. LaBelle makes the save. That was Matson a minute ago. Pestered behind the goal, by the way. Hit it. Wrong side of the sheet. Nixon holds it in out at center. Out it comes. Burgess shoots it in. LaBelle. D'Entremont off the boards. Up to Christian Magnus. Christian Magnus in over the blue line. And he had it taken away by Burgess. Shot off the end boards by Sallows. Sallows with another one. That missed. Anderson gets it out down the floor. Davidson. It's in over the blue line, so it's onside. Davidson with a shot. Backhand. Looking for it was Anderson. Santa Guida keeps it out. Newtek get it to center. Fileno can't get it out. It's kept in by Fear. Shot into the corner. Laframboise couldn't get to it. Ball goes up in the air. Fear keeps it in. And it goes to the far boards. Now it'll come out. Navrat going high for it. Ball bouncing. Nobody can get a handle on it. Finally goes to the boards. Davidson gets it out. It'll go down the floor and it'll be a face-off back in the Saskatoon end. Scores! Kolela off the face-off. His second of the game. So many goals today in all of our games scored by winning a face-off. Players line up. Just a quick snapshot beats LaBelle low glove side. 5-4, Newtek. Players slipped behind the goal. Newtek maintained possession. Kolela out at center. Play continues. Whistle goes and the face-off. Well, where is the face-off going to be? They're going to discuss it. Going to be down inside the Newtek zone. .10:24 left to go, third period. Newtek up by 1. Nickel getting to it. Can't get a shot. Ball goes to the boards. Be kept in. Nixon with a shot, scores! Tyler Nixon from outside the blue line. There was a screen in front. Can't get a shot here. They'll just play it back all the way out at center. But you can see a screen just snuck inside that right post. LaBelle thought he had it covered. In the first 2-goal lead. Laframboise to the front of the goal. Fear trying to get it out in front. Comes to the boards. Newtek on it. He'll get it out. Ball goes up in the air down into the Saskatoon end. Del Zotto. Anderson waiting for it. Anderson's got it. They're saying it was tipped. So we got in, giving the goal to Cam Nickel, number 8. Shot well wide by Laframboise. Shot right on goal, and Santa Guida's got it. Nixon off the boards, chipped out by Maialino. Kept inside the center red line though. Laframboise gets it. Laframboise with his shot. Massive humanity in front of the goaltender. That was Josh Laframboise. Didn't get through. The first shot was from Tyler. Maialino. Fake the shot. Goes to the backhand, driving towards the goal. Gets it back on his forehand. A shot save made by LaBelle. Monaghan goes to the corner. Ball squirts out. Terrell Drow gets it behind the goal. Kalela. Nickel racing onto it. Nickel wraparound. The net has been moved. 7:31 to go, third period. Couple of goals by New Tech. Got them out in front here in the third. Madsen plays it in to the goal. LaBelle has it, holds on. Again, face-off control by New Tech. Kelly dancing around. Still holding it. Just puts it into the corner. On it there, Brackett. Taken away by Laframboise. Looking for Pasternak. Comes to the near boards. New Tech are on it. New Tech. Get it out, down the floor. Anderson. Trying to drive it towards the goal. Beyond the reach of Laframboise. Coming back to clean it up is Kelly. Madsen. Back to Kelly. Federico for Saskatoon. That's picked off, brought back in. Nixon to Kalela, and we'll go the other way. D'Entremont. D'Entremont to the blue line and over to Harrison. That's broken up. Back comes Nixon. Burgess back to Nixon. Nixon turning. Turning, gets a shot away, went just wide. Harrison off the boards. Taken by Davidson. Up to Laframboise. New Tech player lost his stick, kicked it around the boards. Maialino. He goes down. Players pile in behind the goal. It comes out in front, then goes up in the air and comes out. LaBelle back to get it. Xavier LaBelle. Hogarth got clipped. He's holding his mouth. He has to get back into the play. Out by Doherty. It's not going to be enough, or is it? Yes, just enough, barely, for a flooring calling the face-off back in the NewTek end. 4:41 to go, 2-goal lead for NewTek in this semi-final. Cleared down the floor. Under 4.5 to go. Long pass looking for Navrat. Too far for him. Matson gets back and gets it out for NewTek. Nickel. Great back pass. Save made by LaBelle. Down to 4:08 to go. Golela. Players hit the floor. The ball goes to the boards. Nixon. To Kalela. Can't get it out. Ball is right at the blue line. Kalela shoots, save made by LaBelle. Late pass from Kelly. LaBelle lost it at the blue line. Brought back in. Again, players hit the floor. That was fair. Penalty coming. Ooh, hard collision. Penalty coming to NewTek. Shot, scores! Mad scramble. It comes back here at the point. This is Laframboise. Just puts it towards the goal, and then everybody crashes the front of the net. 6-5. With lots of time on the clock. Saskatoon were down late in the third period of their quarterfinal game today, scored with 1.7 seconds left to send it to overtime, ended up winning it in a shootout. So 3 minutes, that's forever. Pasternak. Magnus. Looking for Harrison. Harrison got a piece of it, no flooring. Harrison's in there digging. Harrison working hard against particular shot. Save is made, ball is still loose. Now Santa Guida has it. Anxious moments now. Ben Fear gets the 5th Saskatoon goal. Pasternak winds up. Santa Guida got a piece of that, enough to direct it into the corner. Here comes NewTek. Burkett back at the point. Kalala back to Burkett in behind the goal. Fedorko takes him to the boards. Nickel. Back to Burkett. Thrown to the floor by Fedorko. Play continues. Under 2 to go. Now they'll get it out. Peters out to play it. Santa Guida. He's going to cover it. Net is empty. 6. Well, they're going to call a timeout. But right now the net is empty. I suspect it'll stay empty. Let's take a quick break and come back for the final minute 35 of the third period. NewTek players were feeling pretty comfortable a couple of minutes ago. Not so much right now. They've got to defend against 6 attackers for Saskatoon. Anderson, D'Entremont, Laframboise, Magnus, Harrison, I think the 6th is Lamontagne. It is. Big face-off win. Kept in though. Lamontagne can't keep it in a second time. Backing up. Frambois. They get it in. Magnus got clipped. Towards the goal. That's going to go wide. It's a flooring call against NewTek. Christian Magnus holding his mouth as he goes off. 1:16 to go. Face-off win for Harrison, back at the point. Pasternak with a shot. It sits there at the side of the goal, cleared to the boards. D'Entremont trying to get to it. Got 1 minute left to go. Thrown around the boards. Laframboise will hold it in. Back at the point. Harrison. D'Entremont missed it. D'Entremont's got it. Back to Pasternak. Laframboise with a shot off of Kalala. Kalala's got it off the boards. That'll come out. Have to get it in over the blue line again. Quickly they move it up. They do. D'Entremont. Pasternak, 27 seconds. Magnus with a shot that rings around the boards. D'Entremont trying to get away. Pokes it into the corner. Harrison, 16 seconds. D'Entremont fighting for it. NewTek get it. Clear it down the floor. It'll go over the line. It'll be 7 seconds left. what a day of ball hockey we've had. Some incredible finishes. This one coming down to the last few seconds. 7 seconds left. Again, it'll be Harrison to take the face-off. Sends D'Entremont over to the boards. Comes to the boards. New Tech have it. It goes out of play. 3 seconds left. The Cardiac kids got one more miracle in them. They pulled off 2 already today. With goals in the final 2 seconds of a period. Ball is dropped. Shot on goal. To the front of the goal. It's in. No way. Unbelievable. Head time run out. Couldn't tell, so much noise. Let's have a look at it. We're not going to see the clock. Well, we might. Let's have a look. Here it is. Clock. Now the clock, to me, looks like it's at 15 before that went in. Let's have another look in a second. Up top, you see the clock there. Let's do it one more time. Yeah, why is the clock saying 15? Why is it not counting down? There it is, 0.1. Yeah, 1 second. Or 0.01 seconds. They're all discussing it, trying to look at that replay.
I don't know, like, I saw him do that, and then I thought I heard the clock.
Camera guy saying he thought he saw the point and then heard the buzzer. Clock is showing 1 second. Goal is going to count. Unbelievable. When I said that they got one more in them, they've done it twice already today. We really did not think there was any chance they could do it a third time. They did. We're going to go to overtime. The clock was showing 15, folks, because that was an overlay on our replay. That was a live shot of the clock that was overlaid on the replay. That was not the time as it was happening. Anybody looking at it wondering what was going on with the clock? That's what it was. So the clock that we're looking at on the replay was not the time of the goal. That was live. So I hope that helps explain the confusion there of our clock not showing whether or not it was a good goal or not. The replay was only of what the camera was seeing, not the overlay of the time. All right. Good goal. We're underway in overtime. 10 minutes, 4-on-4. Sudden death. Nobody scores. We'll go to 10 minutes sudden death, 3-on-3. Put in wide of the goal. Comes to the side of the goal. Cleared. Nickel has it. To Kalela. Puts it in over the blue line. Drops it off for Mayalino. This side for York. Mayalino. Turning, shooting. That's stopped. That's also stopped. Cleared out. Bouncing ball. Coming out to play it. Santa Guida does a good job. Up ahead to Livingston. To York. Mayalino. Gave it away. Shot in by Davidson. Right on goal, and holding it will be Santa Guida. Got a little bit ahead of myself. It's getting very late. It's 1 10-minute overtime, then a shootout. It's only in the gold medal games that they go to the 3-on-3, the second overtime period. That goes up and out of play. Faceoff will stay down in the Saskatoon end. So 10 minutes, 4-on-4. If that doesn't settle it, we go to a shootout. Same as we saw earlier today in the quarterfinal. Fed in front. Ooh, players crash into a goal. Let's hope everybody's okay. Fair is up. Nixon sitting up. And Nixon is going to get up, but boy, they crashed the net. Face-off looks like it's going to come. Well, yeah, he was pointing out. I thought he was saying that's where the face-off is going to be, but they're getting some. They get a cloth to wipe up back there. A lot of perspiration on the floor where two players went down there, and that can make the floor very slippery. Fair with a shot over the top of the goal. Maialino has it at center. Gets it in over the blue line, knocked off his stick. Davison couldn't get it out, kept in. Nutek in the corner, back at the point. It's Maialino. Put it towards the goal. LaBelle made the save. The rebound is there. It is put wide. Livingston from the point. It's redirected, and LaBelle has got it. Put wide. Magnus goes to the boards. Christian Magnus to Davison, and it's fumbled a little bit. Almost came out in front. York was digging for it. Magnus out there with Laframboise up front. Magnus, Laframboise turns, shoots. Santa Guida got the shoulder on that, and it goes up and out of play. 6 minutes left to go in overtime. Davidson shoots, save is made, and Santa Guida will cover it. Face-off won by Nutek. Nutek player's lost his helmet. He's got to go to the bench. Davidson. Shot is blocked. Comes out. Delzato. Came out over center. Delzato. That's offside. They touch it. They don't. Kolela. No call. LaBelle. It's to Anderson. Anderson down to LaBelle. LaBelle along the goal line. Came out through the goal line. Backhand is kept out. Xavier LaBelle with a shot. Sits there in front of the goal. Cleared out towards center, now beyond. Pasternak will go back to get it. Pasternak to Fear. Anderson. Anderson turns, shoots. Save is made by Santa Guida. Doesn't cover it the first time, does on the second one. About 16 hours ago, arrived at the arena this morning. Got another game, 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. Maybe they'll just stay here. Another cleanup on aisle 5. Wipe the floor. Okay, I think we're ready to go again. 4:25 left to go in the overtime. Again, NewTek win the face-off. Luke Brackett. Nickel couldn't quite control it. He was in behind everybody. Swept away by LaBelle. Magnus down at the blue line. Following up on it, Laframboise. Laframboise tried to throw it out in front on the backhand. That stopped and cleared away. LaBelle will go back to get it. Under 4 minutes to go in the overtime. Xavier LaBelle. Still LaBelle, nowhere to go. Everybody's being covered. Now he's in trouble behind the goal. Puts it up along the boards. Comes up right in front, backhand. Oh, what a save by LaBelle! Tanner Doherty was in all alone. LaBelle stretched out, covered the bottom of the net, gave him nowhere to go. Wow. Face-off win for Saskatoon. Won't get it out. It's going to be kept in. Back at the point, Kolela. Kolela shot over the top of the goal. Kept in. And then played out. That'll be a flooring call against Saskatoon. 2:53 left to go in overtime. Delzato racing up the boards. Delzato cut off by Kolela. Kolela's got it. Kolela pass across, shot over the top of the goal. Pasternak with Nixon. Goes to the boards. Mayalino. Magnus is on him in a hurry. That will come to this side. NewTek can settle it down a little bit. Brackett back to Nixon. That stopped. Davidson trying to one-hand it towards the goal. Out it comes. Kelly will get to it first for NewTek. Kelly over the other side. Mayalino's got it. Down to Livingston. Livingston off the boards. Kelly. Kelly spinning. Comes to the side of the goal. LaBelle will cover it there. 1:43 to go in overtime. Cleared to the boards, it'll come out. Livingston's going to have to go back to get it. Pasternak. Ahead to Navrat. Navrat off the boards, trying to get it to Laframboise. That's going to be a flooring call. Didn't get it over center. Kalela against Pasternak. Pasternak wins it into the corner, but Nutek is on it. Fear trying to drive it towards the goal. Santaguida came out, played it. Pasternak forcing it back in. Here's Nixon. 1 minute to go in the overtime. Nixon to the other side to Kalela. Kalela trying to cut towards the goal, crashes the goal. LaBelle has it and hangs on. Some confusion about whether or not Saskatoon could make a change. Fear wanted to come off. A little call of timeout. Nothing to do what they want. 53.5 seconds left to go. Timeout Saskatoon. We will stay here for this timeout. Just a reminder that if nobody can score in the next 53.5 seconds, we will go to a shootout. 5 shooters. All that's at stake here is a trip to the national championship game tomorrow. That's all. Winner plays for gold. The other team plays for bronze. What a game it's been. What a day it's been for Saskatoon. Shot, save right from the face-off by Alina. Kalela got it and ripped it in. Save made by LaBelle. Nickel again to take the face-off for Nutek. Navrat won it behind the goal. Navrat has it. He'll head up the floor, off the boards for Pasternak. Pasternak for Magnus. That was picked off. Will go the other way. Kalela. LaBelle plays it off the boards. Livingston getting back there. Pasternak along the boards. Pasternak and Livingston. Pasternak's got it. Threw it out in front. Scores! Christian Magnus. The Saskatoon Buffalo had not used up all their 9 lives. It looked for a while like they had. Another improbable comeback. What a day it has been for the Buffalo. What an evening it's been for the teams from Saskatchewan. They've won all 3 semifinals here at the Dave Andreychuk tonight. Twice today, the Saskatoon Buffalo have scored in the last 2 seconds of a game to tie it, only to win it in overtime. This time in overtime, the last time in the shootout. I'm not sure I've seen anything quite like this before, folks. We've got to be back here in about 8 hours. So we will step aside. We'll call it a night. Let's quickly come up in our booth for just a second so I can say goodnight to you. Hi, folks. What a day this has been for ball hockey in Canada. An incredible day. We had the quarterfinals this afternoon, the semifinals tonight. We had so many amazing games, so many amazing things happen. It's been tough to keep it all straight, to be honest with you, especially since I've been here for about 16 hours, that's all. So I'm going to say goodnight to you. Thanks so much for watching. We're going to see you back bright and early tomorrow morning. We're going to start with the bronze medal games, the Masters, and the women's, the men's, starting at 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. And then we go to the gold medal games in the afternoon and finally finish this thing up after 6 days of amazing ball hockey. Make sure you come back and see us again tomorrow. Good night, everyone.